Well, welcome to the latest edition of TV on the Net. I'm your host, Tom Vartanian. Today's show brought to you by AmeriQ Credit Union for every day, for everything. Located next to Little Caesars at 3944 Route 281 in Cortland by Right Angle Creek Farm and Marathon. All natural, pasture raised Angus beef from our farm to your table. By the Cortland Voice, the exclusive media partner of TV on the Net. For all your local news and sports in Cortland County at no cost to you, check out CortlandVoice.com. By the Royal Auto Group on Route 281 in Cortland, the home of no hassle, no razzle dazzle. Check them out at royalautogroup.com. And by Yeaman Real Estate at the entrance to Yeaman Park off I 81 exit 11 in Cortland. Well, we've got four. This will be our third of four potential podcasts we were going to do with Danielle Bambola. She did finish her last round today, and ironically, her best front nine and her best overall score of all 4 days. And it did net her a couple more spots. So she finished 17th overall at the NCAA Division I championships. So that's a good sign. So Danielle, congratulations, at least on a very nice final round and a top 20 finish with about 250 golfers all together involved.
Thank you so much. It was a really crazy day. It was super ironic that the roles reversed with the nines. I even thought about it last night when we were talking again. I'll maybe watch tomorrow the next day that my front nine, which is the back nine, will be the worst of the two and it'll reverse. So that was funny.
Yeah, like we said, ironically, yeah, you did start on number 10 today, and right out the gate, a double bogey and a 40, your highest of that. You shot four over the first 3 days combined, and a four over a 40 on the back nine. And then you rolled out to that front side, and of course, then number nine reared its head with the old infamous double bogey, and that cost you an even par round, but it's still a 37 on the front nine, your best round, and a very good showing in the front nine too, with a pair of birdies and a nice 77 today. So, as we said, 6 days altogether, 2 days of practice and then 4 days of golf. It's got to feel good to finish out the tournament, with your best round of the day, a 77.
Yeah, it really did. It just everything we talked about last night, kind of going to today with a better attitude, just open, knowing that I'm grateful that I'm being there and for the entire experience. Really helped out the mental aspect of the last day of the tournament. So I think that was a big part in how well I played today. So I'm just very happy overall.
I know the odd part, like we said, the odd part of was, that 40 on the front side. Were you nervous coming back around to that front nine where you had, that's where you had the front nine? Were you a little nervous, got around to that front nine saying, boy, what could happen now with my day?
Yeah, I was coming around that to the back nine and I was already thinking like, all right, well, we got to do something here because this is the tougher of the two. And um, instead of really focusing on the end result, because I already started getting into that domino effect, turning to the next nine, I kind of just stopped myself and just went back to the original thought, accepting every shot for what it is and taking it a step at a time and just like thinking about the now, not how everything's going to end up. And that helped out a lot.
And it was a bogey on the first hole, but then you bounced back on the fourth hole with a birdie, and actually went to one under par through those first eight with the birdie on the par five eighth hole. So actually, you're actually one under par on that front nine going into the final hole. So I mean, it was you had to be off just to that point, get that far, just relieved that I did play better on that front nine.
Yeah, I was. It only took 6 days to do it though.
Um, so what was it? That par three, I know that par three ninth gave you a little bit of trouble throughout the tournament. What was it? I know it's only a par three, 165 yards, but like you said, the holes were trickier on the front side. What was it about that par three hole that kind of got to you?
I think it was today at least, watching the first two girls hit bomb shots right onto the pin, and then I went last, and the wind was across, and I tended to pull it out and go right. And so I was just thinking about all those things when I should have just been thinking about hitting the ball and not all the other things to get in the way. So it does have a lot to do with the mental aspect more than the physical with that par three. And I also had the pressure. I wanted to end on a good note. So I think all those together did not help my case at all.
So we said 4 rounds. You got to play all 4 days. So we say, top 20 finish 17th, all by yourself. No ties here, all by yourself in 17th place. With I think it was 251 golfers at one point were in the field. What are your thoughts on posting that good a finish? And actually got to finish one stroke behind the one girl I think you played with almost every day too. The one of the individual girls, and like you said, she played her game of her career that first round, the first day.
We had some important.
Sorry, you kept cutting in and out.
Yeah, I know it's a little hard. As we can tell, this time we're doing a Zoom again, folks. This time they're at the airport, getting ready to come home. It's a little more interesting. Like you say, finishing 17th all by yourself out of 251 people here, and
We had some important announcements to share regarding that.
the one girl I think you played with most of the time, one of the the 6 individual golfers that you said played her.
We have some important announcements to share regarding that
Opening day, and she did that well. You were able to pick up some strokes and catch her. You surprised about that?
I'm so sorry. It's not really the airport that's cutting in and out. It's I think Wi-Fi connection that's cutting in and out. And
Okay.
all I heard was the 17th position. So the most I can say on that is that it's just really cool to have a spot of my own, and to be up in the front 20 is just insane in itself. And I played with Sarah the past few days, and she's a tremendous golfer, and she's going to be and do amazing things in the future. And it was really great getting to know her and a bunch of the other girls as well.
All right. Like I said, all I hear in the background sounds where you are. That's the only thing I hear in the background, which is kind of
yeah.
That's the fun part about doing these. So the coach there, what's his what's his thoughts on your final round?
Including during boarding and deplaning, even if you have
your thought on the final round.
It was kind of a microcosm of the week. The first few holes were tough. She obviously didn't get off to a real good start with a few 3 putts, but so often it just takes a shot or two to change that momentum around. And the fact was, she holed a few timely putts, kind of the middle of that first 9, and that gave her a little bit of momentum. And next thing you know, she played the next 12, 13 holes or so, 1 under, and in the middle of that, obviously pieced together, what was shaping up to be a really troublesome front 9 into a pretty respectable front 9, and then really got going. On that second 9, which had been problematic for her, really got going and, took advantage of, some of the, shorter par 4s, and, and then, really, it was funny on the 7 on the par 3, when the pin's just kind of way in the back right on a ridge, and she hits a little hold off 6-iron in there about 6 feet, and I mean just the degree of difficulty with where the pin was located, and the direction the wind was blowing. I mean, it was just a stunning shot. And I walking off that green, I kind of passing her father in the gallery said that's the best shot she's hit all week, and that was only the case for about 10 minutes, as she blistered a 3-wood up into the middle of the 8th green to about 8 feet for eagle, and one of the official scorers came kind of rolling past her in a golf cart and said, "That's only one person's done that all day, and that's you." The shot she hit on the par 3 was the best shot she hit all week for about 10 minutes, and that was replaced by that 3-wood. So, I think she just got into a comfortable spot and had a little bit of fun, and really enjoyed herself, and kind of let the the stress that comes with all the expectations that she had going in the week, was able to set them aside, and really put together a nice round that allowed her to move up into the top 20, and it was a remarkable finish to a remarkable week, and a remarkable career.
All right. Well, Danielle, as you said, you're getting ready to head home here shortly, and What happens after you get home back and, at least back to Cortland, and from here on, what's going to happen the rest of your, days where you step off the campus for the final time?
Oh, I'm going to pass it back to Danielle. My answer is not very interesting. Her answer is far more interesting than mine.
I could ask you, Mike, how are you going to replace her now?
Hi, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I was just wondering, like you said, you're getting ready to hop on a flight here and coming home soon, and then it won't be much longer. They'll probably be on the campus. And how many days will you be around Cortland? And then you get to, head off campus for the final time. What's it going to be like these fast few days now to, wind down and say I've had a nice run overall?
It's actually, I leave Sunday, so
Mhm.
it's going to be really a whirlwind these next 48 hours.
Looking forward to getting home for a little while, though, and just, kind of getting some downtime from the stress of not only, finishing your grad, you're doing your grad work there this year and the finals there and throwing in 6 days of golf. It'd be nice to get home and unwind for a few days.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to unwinding after all this craziness and excitement over the past month. It's gonna be a good time to make some time for myself and get back on the practice mobile.
All right. Well, I heard something in the background about Syracuse. I have a feeling it means it's about time for you guys to go board your flight. So
Yeah.
we'll wrap this up, and thank you for taking time to talk to us and letting us kind of see what it's like being a national championship for these past few days. We appreciate it, Danielle.
Oh, thank you so much for talking to me and wanting to get into the process.
All right. That'll do it for this edition of
Okay,
TV on
well,
the Net.
everyone on the flight 57
Show brought to you by American Credit
minutes,
Union for every day for everything. Located with the Little Caesars at 3944 Route 281. By riding a farming marathon, all natural, pasture raised, and produced from our farm to your table. The Cortland Voice, the exclusive media partner of TV on the Net for all your local news and sports in Cortland County at no cost to you. Check out cortlandvoice.com. By the Royal Auto Group on Route 281 in Cortland, the home of no hassle, no razzle dazzle. Check them out at royalautogroup.com. And by Yeaman Real Estate at the entrance to Yeaman Park off I-81 exit 11 in Cortland. So for my guests, once again, Mike DeSenza, the SUNY Cortland women's golf coach, and Danielle Bambola, a fine 17th place finish at the NCAA Division III Women's Golf Championship. We do thank them again for taking time to talk to us. Everybody out there, stay safe, and we'll talk to you again soon.